Okay, so that way didn't really work out unless I want to punch a guy in the face. And I'm not quite ready to do so yet, so let's head this way. Hey you guys, I still need to get a bull for you. Okay, so we've got some people here. Hello. What's this shop here? Oh. A sewer gate. A gateway of to the river of filth. Okay. Let's at least get a bit faster. No, don't go back upstairs. Just look at what that is. Ooh, health, please. And pawn shop. Yes, I need to go there. Take that. Let me take whatever this is. Water lock out of order until Wednesday, 7:15 AM. Are we on a Monday, or do I just think it's a Monday because it's day one? Hi, Barry.
Good day to you, officers.
Good day.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
I like that. First things first, what are you doing here, man on the waterlock? But no, do you know what caused this wreckage? And point at the smashed billboard in the canal. I can't see anything, actually. Am I supposed to?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershaw.
Is it this side? Because unless I'm mistaken, there was tracks that went across the roof to just crash into the water. Is that where my car is? Or did my precinct not give me a car because of the alcoholic thing?
The words daredevil driver sound ominous to you.
Yeah, it's probably us. Is this another person I've got to apologise to?
Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Ah, do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it.
He thinks for a moment.
Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Oh dear. Can I have some of that salami?
Sure thing.
Oh, cool.
Want some too, officer?
He turns to the lieutenant.
Why not?
The lieutenant ponders the offer for a moment, then decides to go for it. He takes a slice of salami from the man and chews on it. Hey, thanks, man from the man on the waterlock. Ah, yeah, there it is. Down there. But to sign down.
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted. The sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock, keeping it open, and thus out of order.
Ah, I get you. So what is Samaran butter?
Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it.
Yeah, he's probably happy for the lots of cash that he got to be on the billboard.
Goat milk butter. The Samaran terrain makes it easier to raise goats than cows, and the local goat farmers produce high-quality meat and dairy staples that add variety to other nations' diets.
Oh, Encyclopedia, you've always got my back. You always know what I want to know.
It's an acquired taste.
Visual calculus, will you fail me now? I've not been good at it so far. Except for the beginning where I found my other shoe. So attempt to reconstruct what happened here.
Judging by the size
Yes.
of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle.
Look at the crater.
Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was travelling up the crater at 35 kilometers an hour.
Okay, look at the roof of the shack.
The black marks on the
Look at
roof indicate that vehicle vaulted from the crater to the roof of the shack.
Look at the sloping metal roof panel.
The panel served as a takeoff ramp.
Yep. Look at the broken posts.
The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the posts. Then it continued its flight, taking the billboard with it.
Look at the sign.
The sign broke the vehicle's fall into the canal. The salmon and butter billboard still looks freshly painted, suggesting it took the plunge recently.
How recently you?
Within the past 72 hours.
3 days, huh? I've been here for 3 days. Look at the opposite bank.
Still speeding, the vehicle made a loop and vanished into the fog along the coast.
Then again, I say that, but I'm on this side. So how would I have gotten back over? So maybe it wasn't me. What was the model of this phantom vehicle?
There are 2 good candidates, the Caprice 40 and the Linear G22.
Okay, well, why the Capri?
It's about the right size, and the tyre marks look like they came from the skinny tyres frequently found on that motor carriage. The Caprice 40 is a very popular model, with bank clerks, topping pie delivery drivers, secondary school teachers, cops, strippers dressed as cops, undressed strippers.
Undressed strippers, really? And what about the Linear G22?
Very sturdy but light motor carriage, more likely than most to survive that jump. The Linear G22 is not a particularly popular model due to its peculiar proportions, which the manufacturer's design team probably thought about for too long.
Okay, so what's now?
You'd have to follow the tracks to be sure.
Well, how do I get over there? So, blink.
The lieutenant looks on, waiting for you to wrap up your analysis.
Oh, I can talk to him? Let's talk to him then.
Any theories about what happened here?
Some top shelf shenanigans. I want to meet the driver and shake his hand.
What kind of car do you think it was?
It's more than likely to be a Capri, seeing as the other model's not very common. Although I think it might be a Linear.
That's quite likely, from what I can tell.
Yeah, I have no idea. Who could it have been? I personally think it was me.
We're not traffic cops. Should we get back to the murder?
Jacob Who? Do I know Jacob Tried to come up with a convincing explanation for the driver's actions. Let's have a go.
Somewhere in the depths of your alcohol-addled soul, you find a few threads that you can weave into a story.
This could have only been Jacob
The tip-top tourney champion?
After the untimely death of dear friend and fellow racer Alfie Delatraz at Fjordhammer, Jacob was desperately chasing death on the racetrack, but death eluded him.
The lieutenant patiently listens to the words coming from your mouth.
After quitting in frustration, he became a recluse, a ghost driver, searching for death on the streets of Revachol, speeding.
Jumping canals at night? If I was Jacob I wouldn't drive in Martinez. The roads are awful.
Well, that's the whole point. Bad roads means that there's a good chance of a crash.
In conclusion, it's a colorful theory, but I don't believe Jacob did this. Should we go?
No, we need to find this Jacob before tragedy strikes. Although maybe I shouldn't take the task because, like I said, I think it might be me.
If we must.
Thank you. Thank you, Kim.
I'm not expecting him to get far with this, the lieutenant consoles himself.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate your working with me here. What is in my bag that's... Oh, I picked up a thingy, didn't I? Yes, I picked up a bottle. So find the traffic hooligan. A half insane joyrider has jumped over the canal, See if you can find evidence of a reckless activity in West on the coast. First, you should find the vehicle the joyrider used in their escapades. Okay, thank you. What is... Oh, I got distracted. What is this thing that you're on here?
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Okay. I will trust you, visual calculus, and leave. But we probably need to get this out of the way. But we can't at the moment. Let's root through somebody's trash. Ooh, fingerless gloves. Cool. But I believe mine are good for interfacing, so, Then again, they look cooler, don't they, than my gardening gloves. Then again, I don't need more... Oh! There we go. I don't really need more electrochemistry at the moment. Cool, so I just got garbage gloves. Excellent. No, let's go in the house before we forget. They might know about who drove over their roof. Is anybody even in here? Some kind of machine. An ancient cash register? Oh yeah, you're here. I see you now. Mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Hey, thank you for welcoming me to your pawn shop. I will look at your wares first.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Win her back? Who's her?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
Okay, we'll have a look. Inland Empire. Inspect the knights on horseback.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Point at the knights on horseback. Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knights. I used to be very serious about these guys.
Ah, not anymore? That's sad.
A long, long time ago.
Yeah, I got that. Okay, inspect the blue uniforms.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Oh, I like how I have this little sentence here because I've met Renee. Because it looks like Renee, the old guy who was playing for tank.
This is what the loyalists look like, yes, at first. Then they wised up and got camouflage.
So these are royalist soldiers, I say, pointing at the blue figurines.
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Thank you, Bird's Nest Roy. Let's inspect the figurines and rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? Yes, they are soldiers. Revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
Oh. It is impossible to win against the cohorts of the capital. Ask my friend Gart, whose bitch it made me. Okay. assume it's meant to give people hope. Even we can do it.
Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, so let's try to dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found?
Hey, what's this, shopkeeper?
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Who?
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head.
He points at the decapitated figurine. Are you sure it's not just a rider that got its head chopped off? Like, you know, the toy?
50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
It's 50 cents. Yeah, let's get a little headless rider.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
He grins. Okay, step away from the table. There's funny little boy. Hi, little boy. The plastic headless Fallon rider sits atop his equally plastic bull. It's a bull, I assumed horse. His posture indicating either desperation or pride comes as a set with the infamous Fallon cap for which he lost his head. The head is not included. Oh, can I put that on anywhere? No, it's just a little item. I like that. Okay. Okay, I've looked there. Let me look at whatever this is here.
A typical Martinez street light
Oh,
sits
it's
among
okay.
assorted floor and table lamps.
Well, let my gaze run over the street light.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently.
That can't be safe.
This would make quite a statement in your living
It
room.
would. Is this a street light?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
Well, where did you get it?
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property.
He leans into the pawn breaker, doesn't hear him.
You
Nah.
have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
Yeah, how much is it for sale?
700 real. A bargain, I dare say.
Yeah, 700 sounds about right. Actually, I thought it'd be up in the thousands, to be honest. I imagine it wasn't easy sewing off that street lamp.
Hey, I don't know where it came from, but it's not every day you get to buy and sell something so extraordinary.
Oh my god, can you actually... What would you do with it? New goal? No. I've got a goal. That is to play a board game with Kim. If we do that early and we've got enough money, maybe we come back to the street light. But there's nothing really else I need to know about the lights. Let's look
The
up here.
boomboxes on the shelf look
Boom
well loved
boxes.
and well traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Okay, those are more my style. And I need to stand on the tips of my toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. The
This one, I'm
classic
guessing.
boombox that says Stereo 8 approved. This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Shopkeep, the Stereo 8 approved machine here.
Is the Harman Welshie W2.
12.
Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
And it works? Are you sure it's in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech. found sounds and music from a variety of genres, even though I don't really like music.
Oh, that's a shame. But that's all I need to say. I might come back for that boombox, but Roy, let's have a chat.
If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away. Some of us have
Oh.
photonic sensitivities.
Yeah, I'll put it away. Sorry about that.
I do appreciate it.
Can I put it away? Okay, I can't talk to him until I do. I like that. Let's put another tool in its place. Let's put I was waiting for somebody to say something about my excessive use of the flashlight.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man at the counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
He asks.
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Yeah, now that the RCM is here, tell me, have you had any trouble lately?
I haven't had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about inconsistent law enforcement.
I
Who
bet
are
you.
your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travellers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored. As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Yeah, quite the collection indeed. I nod.
It keeps me entertained.
Okay, so I can sell something here. I can't really do that. I'll have a try. Is he high? And if yes, what is he on?
Okay, he definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things besides. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer.
Fair enough. I didn't think I'd be able to do it, but it looked like I wasn't saying anything to him, so I wasn't going to embarrass myself.
A guarded man like him wouldn't tell you if you asked out loud.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, do you know anything about the traffic menace on the loose?
Traffic? I'm sorry, officer, but I don't drive.
But didn't you hear it when the traffic menace drove over your roof?
Now that I think about it, I do remember hearing a thunderous noise the other night. Some kind of powerful electric vortex hitting the shop, and then moving on.
That sure narrows down our list of suspects.
I can understand how you would mistake Jacob for the powerful electric vortex. But no, the vortex sounds fascinating.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I didn't really know what to make of it, but I know it meant something.
Okay, so did I hand in my gun here? Okay, I carried a lot of cash. Thinking I might have sold it here. Do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by officers of the Citizens Militia?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the
Fuck.
same question. I promptly
Okay.
sold her the gun you pawned a couple days
Yep.
back.
Yep, I knew it wasn't going to be that easy. Okay.
The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
I sold you my gun. Did you not realize that?
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
Oh, he's nice. But you need to tell me whatever I told you. I feel like there's something you're not telling me.
You weren't quite yourself, officer.
What was I like?
You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that you need the money.
What did I do with the money?
When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun
Ah,
barrel in your mouth
okay.
and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
Cool. I really wish I hadn't done this with Kim here. I'm really sorry. Oh my god.
Very normal behavior. You must have been in great shape.
Composure, seriously. Oh my god, I can't say that. Yeah, how much did I sell the gun for? Actually, will that even help me? No, because he's already sold it off to somebody. So I'm really sorry you had to see me in that state. We don't have to talk about that any further.
No apologies necessary, officer.
Okay, was the buyer a police officer too? I don't think so, but maybe you'll give me more information about who sold it to.
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Okay, so I assume I've not met her yet then, because I've not found a woman very terrifying in this game yet.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Well, I'm very glad you didn't eavesdrop on my conversation with my police officers. I'm really, you should know this by now, okay?
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm sorry I sold my gun. That's a bit too much, but yeah, I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizens' militia?
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
Yes, any ideas where I can find this buyer, Roy?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
Okay.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Well, I assume she's not a resident, a local, because I feel like he would recognize her. So maybe, well, yeah, at least I know I lost my gun. And I know how I lost it, so let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so you might be able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Do you know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery.
Okay.
Bad for business.
Then that's all I've got.
For everyone.
That's all I've got, my man.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Okay, so I have other business to take care of now. Okay, so I've leveled up again. How many? I've got 5 skill points, maybe? Or have I got... I don't know. Is it 5 or is it 5? I should probably pick something eventually. I will eventually. Oh, I've got something on my map. Okay, so I need to keep looking. Maybe someone else knows something. And okay. Right, so let's go. Kim. Whoa. Got a bit of a lag there. But everything else seems in order. Hey fellas. What's this? A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. What's in here?
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a small box. A variety of shapes and colors.
Are you selling the sunglasses, my dude?
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
The vendor takes a pair of sunglasses and sticks them under your nose. Let's try the shades on.
Abort. These are hideous. What's more, They don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
It's going to be very difficult for anyone to take you seriously with these things on your face.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Oh, he gently removes the glasses from your face, setting you free again. Yes, you're right. I'm too sensible for those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
+1 electrochemistry, but I can't lose any more logic, so let's rummage through the box, see if there's anything nicer.
These are all boring.
Ah,
Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic, the kind of plastic that melts in the sun. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils. A UV magnifier.
alright, calm down, drama, calm down.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe and cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Conceptualize. I can't say my man's name. So let's try again. Maybe you can find some interesting sunglasses in the box. Come on.
No luck.
No.
All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian.
I love it. Can
There's
I
a
buy that?
malformed green frog on its bent cap.
It's got a frog on it. Come on.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang! And all for a mere 6 real.
Kim, have I found something we should be prepared for?
I hope not.
He says, looking up from his browsing.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades.
Oh my god, look at it! Oh, I need that. It's 6 real though. Oof. I'm not going to buy it now, but I might come back for that beauty. It matches my coats. I'll leave for now though. Let's have a look what's on here.
You see 2 lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra serious.
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
I'll have a look at the sneakers.
A pair of found ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
Only? That's madness.
Well, that's the second, like, found thing. That I think I can get something off Kuno, can't I? So I might be interested. Get a whole outfit of found. Look awesome. But let's have a look at the speakers.
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable found ultras atop them.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
Yeah, I already looked at the sneakers.
Then look at them again. These are the premium lifestyle sneakers, officer. The best on the market.
Well, do I? Yeah, let's see whether I can buy the sad conquered Samoan speakers.
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
Oh, that's why I want them. I think I might be lo-fi socialist junk myself.
No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
I don't know why I'm trying to convince him to let me buy the speakers. They'll probably be like 20 real and I won't even be able to buy them anyway. But what if I do deserve more than lo-fi socialist sound system?
You do, officer, you do. Remember, we don't have to resort to socialism. We can have nice things too. At socialist prices.
He pats the boxes tenderly. Well, I can always talk to him again if I ever need speakers, which I feel like I might for my my karaoke.
Hey, psst.
Who? Me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
I mean, you know, love's worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner. I feel like my love for Kim is the only reason I've not gone off the deep end and started having some drugs. I'm stone cold sober at the moment.
Good. We need tender men like you building gargantuan communism. Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings. Is that right?
How come there's word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of that.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Yes, wait first. What is this communism even about?
Failure. It's about failure.
Failure?
Yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible defeat on all fronts. Absolutely vanquished, beaten, curb-stomped and pissed on. Until you came along. You will reverse the fortune of the workers of the world.
Will I now?
You alone, against every living thing, against every human alive. 800 trillion real in the hands of an impossibly well-organized ruling class. Towering city blocks of bankmen who have the ears of prime ministers. Million-headed armies of nations and the love of your own mother. You against the atom, the charm and the spin, where the whole world failed. Matter failed to bend to human will. Human will failed to get out of bed and tie its laces. You alone, single-handedly, will rebuild the dreams of the working class. You are the last communist.
What?
Now get to work, comrade.
That was a lot of words, okay? That was a lot of words. I have no idea what to say about that. Rhetoric, you are rhetoric, right? It's been quite a while since you... Yeah, there we go. I mean, how many thoughts do I have left that I can actually use? Well, I've got one more slot. I guess I could involve myself in communism. But, you know... Do I want to be communist? Okay, I had the thought that, you know, I'll opt in. I'll have the thought, but I don't necessarily have to internalize it, do I? It's just there for if and when I choose to use it. So I will roll up my sleeves and start building communism. And if, you know, what am I saying? Like a lot of my thoughts and options and ideas that I have, they don't get off the ground, they just stay as an idea. And every so often when I'm busy and I'm can't actually do it, I'll think, what about doing some communism? I'll do it when I finish work. I finish work, I can't be bothered.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Wait, what? Firing squads? You didn't say anything about those.
Too late to back out now. You can't make an omelette without breaking a few million eggs.
Oh, cool, okay. So roll up my sleeves further and breathe in pristine air. Okay. So yeah, so like that one, I've got these two now. And if I want to, I can choose them eventually.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Thank you. I'll have a look through the box.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Okay. I'll find something. Let's see if I can find something worth salvaging from the pile of wrecks.
No good.
Nope.
All you can come up with are some treated wool pants. You can tell they're too tight around your thighs and too loose around the waist.
Touch them.
They itch like hell.
Ooh.
Like an itch pit in hell.
All natural materials, see? Real wool, 100% skin friendly, and they're yours for only 2 reals.
No. Eek.
You see a Samarran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin.
Hello.
The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Well, yeah, because this is his shop. He needs a name tag.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
He gives you a thumbs up. What's so cool, Sileng?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
I'm cool?
You're
Yeah!
cool.
Yeah!
Bang, 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 bang.
Bang, 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 bang! You really? You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes. You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like.
He surveys his consumerist kingdom with an air of satisfaction.
You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
He settles back into the pile of boxes he's sitting on.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
Okay, so what kind of stuff are you selling here?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Like, you didn't let me buy the speakers. Where did you get the
I'm an
comfy pants?
entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board.
And is there a discount for cool officers like me? Or do the cool officers have to pay normal price?
No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
I would ask him whether he's got a permit, but I like this guy. Yeah, so screw it if he hasn't. That's all then. Let me ask you something else.
Anything for you.
Where are you from, Sileng?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now. All Revachol.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samarran Isola.
Thank you, Encyclopedia, but we know enough that, we're not going to mention it if he's not going to mention it. So we better not mention it. It sounds good. Let's get back to business then.
Very cool. I like your style, officer.
Thank you. Should we see whether we can get some money? I don't think it'll work, but we'll see.
Start with a
Oh,
little compliment, then work your way up from there. This is about business, remember.
hey. Seems like a really successful entrepreneur. Would you like to support a member of the local police force?
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
Well, think of it as an investment.
An investment? What kind of investment?
I would say it's an investment in your customer base. Gotta prime the pump man.
Fair point. You can't have a successful business without a loyal customer base. How much is your loyalty worth?
10 real.
10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment.
Hell yeah.
You got it, my man.
Excellent. I had. Can you get 100 real from him? Have I just like missed? No, he wouldn't have a million real. Come on. I'll look around then. Thank you. He's a nice guy. I like him. Ooh, another hot air rises from the sewer. Sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. Excellent. Okay, so there's up here that we've not quite looked at. If there's even anything up here. Hey bird. A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. Oh, what's up here? Anything nice? Oh, hey! Little shit. What's this?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Why am I looking at this wall? It's impossible. Let's try it anyway.
You have no clue. It's just a wall.
It's just a wall.
So many walls all over Martinez, weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
Okay. A garden hose. This won't be any use until the snow melts. Can I get up there? No. Okay. So that door's locked.
There must be another way into the building.
Chains, chairs and tables. Down there. Eat them by the map. What? Another splattering of bullet holes on this wall. An orange bum hat. Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. I'd rather keep my nice hat that gives me encyclopedia for now. Can I get this little kid to buckle off so I can talk to Kuno?
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
You're awake and aware.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
She hisses. Okay, okay. Those kids are annoying. Why can't a net be the useful one, huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a blue thing there. Wait, was there a yellow thing over here that I missed? Am I just going crazy? I might just be going crazy. Is it just a bit further down? Yeah, just crazy. What's this over here? It's blue. Ooh. Thank you. I feel like I've just stolen something, but still. There's a girl up there. Did she spill all the paint?
Hey, up here, piggo.
I can hear ya. Okay, so that's roundabout north. And further up is Capeside Apartments. Inside the frame of a motorcycle in repair, and the tools are used to disassemble it. I was just
A
looting.
sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked.
Knock.
The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response.
Knock again.
The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
Alright, hold on. Who am I speaking to?
Doesn't matter who I am. Now go on, get out of here.
This is the police. Open the door.
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
The hallways echo with a cackle. Please let me inside. It's cold out here.
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
She trails off, leaving the sentence unfinished.
Backyard door. There must be another entrance to the east.
Kim, can you convince her?
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
The lieutenant repeats dutifully.
There is no reply. Just faint, sweeping sounds inside.
Oh, you tried your best, Kim. Oh, I look weird with that on, actually. I don't know whether I like that. We'll see. Looks like there was more construction here once, decades ago. Actually, let's look at these first. Take some of that. Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint Ghislain 3A. Okay, hey.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Wow, now this is a fancy lady.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
Nice to meet you, Joyce.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Joyce L. What does the L stand for?
Beaton, my maiden name.
Ah, and what gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Relax. She meant it in jest.
Yes. Then we'll shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold.
Like steel. There is strength there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
Well, I'm glad she doesn't want to.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Okay, thank you for that, Kim. I think that was supposed to be helpful.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. The lieutenant is hatching some scheme.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Yeah, you're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
She looks at the deck and her feet, green and white sails, flutter overboard. Yeah, does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19, because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
Yeah, that sounds cool, but your boat really needs a name.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19? Why?
She taps on the side of the boat. It makes a hollow sound.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long.
How about the sleek fish?
What?
because it's sleek and fish-like.
I think I'll stick with the factory name, but thank you.
What kind of boat is it then?
It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
How do you like it though?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I am lulling her into a false sense of security, Kim. I'm going to talk about, I do it in the order that they are. So I talk about the fishing, and then I talk about everything that she has to say, and then I might ask her for money at the end. It depends how much we're getting along.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking
Oh, okay.
assessing her.
Fair enough. I felt like that was a critique of me. Apparently it wasn't. Not a lot of people on boats, are there?
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait. Well, I've not seen a lot of boats. I've seen a lot of cars. We're on an archipelago. Look around.
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
Yeah, still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Me neither.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
The lieutenant becomes defensive.
It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
I think I have a handle on the boat thing. Thank you.
Good.
What? Okay. So tell me about the wild pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Who are the other Indo-tribes?
Saint-Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
You're in good company, it seems.
Why, thank you.
She does not register the real meaning of the remark. How much does Wild Roses... So how much money does Wild Pines have then? I don't think she's going to answer this question if she even knows.
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of real.
A billion?
Oh, poor encyclopedia. Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments.
A wave hits the sloop and she grasps the mainstay for balance.
A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all those millions? Billions even.
As an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantanga on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation and madness have gone into this endeavour. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
It probably helps to start out with a royal monopoly though, doesn't it?
You know more than you let on. Certainly it helped, but most of the original Indo tribes have failed, or been absorbed. To survive, wild pines had to grow and adapt. No suzerain did that.
Yeah, what does such a whole huge system want with a place like this then?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
Yeah, 8% of all the cargo in the world. That's quite the endeavour indeed.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Okay, so what can you tell me about the strike then?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Yeah, what is your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labour Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-metre-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Yeah, you mean Measurehead? We've had the pleasure.
Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead.
She leans back and rolls her eyes. So, how were the talks going before the lynching then?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
Were you making any progress?
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
He looked at his notes.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
What happened to this Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it?
Oh, this is going to be good. She pauses to compose herself.
Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Okay then.
Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
Okay, what are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
Okay. I feel like myself, they don't have any idea about business.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy. Pretty tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board.
What does that even mean?
It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what? About anything really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal. Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
Right, so what are you going to do about it, Joyce?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Yep, still up there, you know.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates, the one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, call me mañana.
Mañana.
This checks out.
Okay, so tell me about the union boss, Mr. Clare.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever... Yes.
Oh.
Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does. And when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
Okay, so he is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother Edgar. And then I accidentally clicked, wait, there are two of him? And she was like, yes, blah, blah, blah. Okay, continue.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
Okay, so what about the union itself, outside of the Brothers Clare?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
She hesitates, looking for the right expression.
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother.
She turns to you.
And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
At the moment, it sounds like a giant leech sucking the life out of Revachol.
Indeed. And a hungry one. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the leech always hungers.
One more thing. You said something happened in the elections?
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Oh dear.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Eerie.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, but what could they do? It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Okay, so the scabs at the gate, did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to?
Yes. They called them scabs.
If they were organised by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
Fair enough.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later
Okay,
occasion.
then that's all I need to hear. That's all I need here. Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
Okay, so what can you tell me about the lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Ah,
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
I have not yet found my badge. I don't know my number.
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will
I
soon.
lost it, good woman.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Yes, remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Yes. I think I should give her a bit more thing. Yeah, I should tell the truth. She can probably tell I've been drinking. It's possible after a night of heavy drinking, I lost all memory of my life in the world.
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond. I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathise, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything
Okay.
more until I've seen that badge.
Fair enough.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Alright, what kind of arrangement would that be, suggestion?
I mean, favors for favors. A dirty alliance of some sort.
Okay. Let's have a go. How do I negotiate my way out of this?
Easy. Just offer her a favor. Like I said, nice and dirty.
Yeah, surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your
Okay.
authority
Okay.
and resources might turn over the right stones. Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
But now I have two paths to choose from.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment, madam. Hey guys, thanks for watching me play. If you liked what you saw, consider subscribing to my channel by pressing the button to the right. And if you fancy anything else, watching what I do, then click one of the videos to the left. Anyway, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.